Hello, MonstersAbound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 20 of my Khalida campaign. We're pushing back the Lizardmen, and it really is it's a showdown between the weak and pathetic stepped pyramids of the Lizardmen and the glorious smooth-sided pyramids of the Tomb Kings. Which one is better? There's an obvious answer, and it's mine, the smooth-sided ones. Don't want any weird stepped pyramids, do we? No, exactly. So they're all going to die, and then we can replace their silly stepped pyramids with smooth ones. And they've only got two settlements left, the Temple of Skulls and the Serpent Coast, and it does look like they're recruiting an army. It does look like it's mostly going to be Temple Guard, so I mean that could be better. But it's fine, we'll get through this. We just need Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay down here. He's going to break open the gates. Well, the walls. He's going to smash down some walls for us. Hopefully. 60% chance. Can he do it? We can but hope. We're going to send him to do that next turn. He's currently already moved, so it's nothing he can do this time. Prince Deskhead is going to move up into the Empire to give us a little look-see at what's going on. Just give us some eyes. So there's definitely the vampire counts are doing quite well for themselves by the look of it. Bloody hell. The Varg have taken Kemperbad. That's unique. Altdorf still stands.
Speak. I will hear you now.
But they don't really like us.
My mood is dark.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. How many settlements do you have? You've got 4. But doesn't it look like Reichland is one of them? You are friends with Marienburg and Bordelot, though. And you've got defensive alliances with a lot of the other Bretonnian factions and Bretonnia. That's interesting. Where are you strength rank wise? So we're number 1, Greenskins are 2, Vampire Counts 3, the Von Karsteins are 10, but they've got loads of territory. Well, I guess that's just a lot of... It's not actually that many settlements, it's just there's quite a lot of territory in between settlements along the coast here. Vampire Counts, Dwarves, Wood Elves, then Khemri. The Dwellers of Zardok are 15. Holy Jesus, really? They're a wandering army that spawn over here, I think. But they're strength rank 15 currently, so that's... Their army is made up of like Chaos Spawn and Minotaurs and Cygors, all that kind of stuff. It's all like monstrous units, trolls, that kind of thing. Okay, well that's interesting. We do have research available. What do I want to do here? I could potentially... Now, because I do have quite a lot of jars. Got a lot of jars. Which is nice. Getting 14 a turn, just standard. Now, I would like to get one of these follower guys, because I don't have many followers, and these followers are quite strong. So, for example, Hawkish Precision for Skeleton Archers and Ushabti with Great Bows. Or we could get Frenzy for Ushabti and Ushabti with Great Bows. Deathblow for Nehekara Warriors, Skeleton Spearmen and Skeleton Archers, and Tomb Guard. That's quite powerful. Armour and Weapon Strike. I mean, that all sounds quite fun, doesn't it? I might get... Shall we get the Herald of Jeff? I mean, we're fans of Jeff, aren't we? I think we're fans of Jeff. I love Jeff myself. What a guy. So let's go for the Herald of Jeff. Let's go spend 150. It means we can't spend... I know people are probably going, what about Magic... No. The Herald, we're getting the Herald of Jeff. I'm a huge fan of Jeff. I feel like getting his Herald is one step closer to Jeff. So once we've finished off the Dwarves and the Crusaders, we are going to... Are you defending the temple? Yeah, I thought you... Okay, well that makes life a little bit harder. That's going to be fine. So once we've finished off the Dwarves and the Crusader enclaves, we are then going to hit Cetra. And I haven't seen hide or hair of Chaos yet, which is a little bit concerning, because I did play another campaign and I think it was around turn 60 that I got a notification, and I haven't seen a notification yet, so I wonder if it's bugged. I'm only using a few graphical mods at the moment that I keep meaning to put in the description and keep forgetting, but it's things like the reskin mods. So we got the Herald of Jeff. The Ushabti of Jeff's messengers fought with legendary zeal, even as the odds against them grew. So Death Blow fought. So who do we want to give the... I mean, Khalida, really. She's got a lot of Tomb Guard there. I think that's going to be great for her. Oh, she's actually got quite a Banner of Swiftness, Usirian. That's public order's quite nice. Construction cost, meh. I don't really need... I mean, the Taskmaster's really nice. I think we're going to get rid of the Banner of the Hidden Dead and we'll get the Herald of Jeff instead. And then at the same time, I think maybe...
On your knees.
Okay, let's... So it gives Vanguard deployment and Stalk. Now the only problem is that if you give it to a... We could give it to the Rock.
My dynasty.
You kind of need... Well, maybe the Stalk. Maybe we give it to the Stalk. Maybe we give it to King Lamizash. Let's give him... Is there anything else we can give him, or is it all, it's already assigned? Yeah, we don't really pick up very much, so... Okay, Gordon Ramsay. Yep, good. Can you damage these walls? 60% chance? You failed. You are an idiot sandwich. Okay, well, to stop them recruiting any more units, we are going to lay siege. Scarecrow Banner. You... no, that doesn't make any sense, does it? What does it do? Minus leadership for flying units. They don't... Well, they do have pterodons. I guess just give it to Lamizash himself? We'll just continue the siege, because basically we want the holes in the wall. So let's get Ibeamoose down here as well. I think what we might do is entomb. Maybe better to lay siege with him. And you could entomb, couldn't you? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We'll just entomb you. That'll be fine. Then we'll do that. Okay, good. And then Araru. Can you... Is there any naughty people? In fact, what we could do is we could just get you in the army, couldn't we? Just do some training and then you can join in and get stuck in. And you've all finished. I think what we're going to do with you is get you straight after Serpent Coast. So you are going to move as quickly as possible straight through the jungle there and grab Serpent Coast, because it's not very well defended, and plus last time we had 3 armies here we just got all the skeleton spearmen, which is fine. On the other hand, it would have been nice to have some actual good units in the mix. That would have made life a lot fucking easier. So that's what we're going to do there. And let's upgrade the obelisks. That's going to help. And oh yes, before I forget, what I did want to do is defences. So let's get El Calabad, just in case Chaos do show up and it isn't bugged. And we could get the dies as well. I think we're going to do that. We'll get the dies. That seems sensible. One more turn there, just for the last siege tower, which I think we're going to need, because taking on that garrison is going to be a little bit tough. They do have a lot of ranged units there, so I think it's definitely worth taking the walls quickly. Right, Rakash, you pretty much... You do need a little bit more healing, don't you? That Tomb Scorpion took quite the beating. Do I want you to maybe switch... I mean, we're going to spend a couple of turns anyway, aren't we? So we could get rid of maybe those units. Let's do that. And... is it worth getting 2 of those? Maybe 1 of those? Yep, I think that makes sense, because obviously these are armor piercing. They are anti-large as well, but are normal... oops, I didn't want to do that. Oops. Let's just have a pin. Good. Okay, so they have 10 weapons. So yeah, they're okay. In that, well, you know what? I think I'll take 3 with halberds, because that is probably it's probably fine. We'll do that. Yeah. Foktem. You... Oh, I forgot. You... You know what, Prince Araru? I don't... I kind of wanted you to join in the fun, but actually... Get out. Because Fuktem is coming to join King Lamizash once more. He's come back from being shanked. He's fine. He's all healed up. Hector. Ah, yes, we wanted him with King Lamizash as well, because obviously he can heal up the Ushabti. So let's do that. That seems like a good idea. And there's not much we can actually... And we could just pick up runic inscriptions just for the moment. Dark Brotherhood. I think let's get runic inscriptions because we don't have a Hyro Titan yet, so it doesn't make much sense. And we will just continue the siege. What do they have? They've got a crap load of Temple Guard. Because I basically want to punch a hole through the wall. So if we lay siege to it, they can't recruit, they can't regenerate or do anything like that. And then next turn we can break away, give Gordon Ramsay another chance to break down the walls, and then we can just re-siege again if it doesn't work. But obviously if we're building siege equipment, that will get lost when we break the siege, and Gordon Ramsay can only attempt to break the walls down when we're not sieging it. Apparently, it's a thing. Oh no! Ibeamoose has been assaulted. What rotten luck. Interesting. Oh no, we don't have... Well, we've got a garrison. I mean, maybe they'll go and attack Cetra, in which case that kind of works for me. Let's go and have a quick look at Ibeamoose. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. Actually, no, that's not. Oh, they wounded Usiri. You little shit! I'm going to mess you. Come on, Araru. That's it. Kill him. Those savages! The orcs are coming. Where are they? Over there. That is actually not a problem. Are they at war with Cetra? No. Currently, no. So we're going to get some more Tomb Guard over there. We do have, of course, Khalida's siege is going to go on. That's going to be this turn. Let's break the siege. And I think what we do... Oh, we can't... Oh, yeah, you can only give it to infantry unit. That's why it was pointless. Okay, well, won't worry about that too much. Break the siege. Wait, I thought you succeeded. Why is he still there? Oh, you failed. Well, you're rubbish. Okay, that means Gordon Ramsay can give another try of damage in the walls. Success! Good work. Okay, so who do I want leading the attack? I think I want Ibeamoose. I think that makes sense. So we're going to... Oof. Okay, they got two... Oh, they got two bloody beast guys there. That's annoying because they will cast a lot of Flock of Doom on us, which is, especially for grouped up units, quite nasty, and we are going to be quite grouped up as we try and enter the city. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that. They do have 4 breaches, so we can at least split up our forces to hit different areas, so it could be worse. And we've got Ibeamoose and Lamizash in attendance. Here we go. Time for another siege battle. This time against Krokgar. Yes, Krokgar is back. He seems to keep blocking us at every turn. But this time, Ibeamoose has got a Kemrian War Sphinx to ride around on. Let's just take a quick look. This is the first time we've had one for ourselves. I think it looks amazing. Look at that, there's Ibeamoose riding on its back. We also have reinforcements streaming in here from La Mizash. We're going to use those to hit this second gate. We've already got a unit of Eyes of the Desert. They're going to destroy the gate over there to let us in. We've got the Rock is going to smash down the gate. Ibeamoose and the Ushabti are going to hit the Temple Guard on this flank. We've got the Assyrians Legion of Netherworld and a unit of Tomb Guard Hellbards to hit the Croxagore over here. We just basically need to break through this mob of Temple Guard, which is not going to be easy. However, in come the Ushabti. Ibeamoose takes a blast from Croxagore, and in comes the Kemrian War Sphinx. It's already, it looks like it's having a lovely time. Ushabti charging in. The gate is down. However, the Rock decides that it's not going to take the easy option. It's going to take a different approach for some reason. The pathfinding through some of these gaps is appalling, frankly. Never mind. The Hellbards moving in on the Croxagore. We've also got units going to take on the Temple Guard over here. We're already spitting. We've taken down the gate and we're now spitting at them, poisoning them. Not doing a huge amount of damage, but it's something. Lamizash's units moving into position. We're also getting to get some of the Ushabti and his Tomb Scorpion over to assist over here because it is a bit of a melee.
My way. As it should.
Tomb Guard fighting through the gate. There's the Skink Priests of Beast. I'm amazed they haven't been casting Doomflock over here. But frankly, if they don't want to, I'm more than happy to let them not. Kemrian War Sphinx and the Scorpion just tearing their way through these Temple Guard, butchering left, right and centre. Some more spears are coming from behind. We've got Ushabti moving through the gap over here. They're going to come and reinforce us. We're just throwing everything we've got at this Temple Guard blob, and it's just a mess. Our units on the right over here still haven't managed to break through this blob. I might need to send them some assistance. In comes a Stegiodon to back up the Saurus Temple Guard here. Is that the second Tomb Scorpion in here now? I can barely see through all the... There's one Tomb Scorpion. Is there two? Yeah, there's two. Yeah, so there's two Tomb Scorpions in here, plus Ibeamoose on his Kemrian War Sphinx. There's Temple Guard being thrown all over the place. We have managed to mostly clear up on the left over here. This is now mostly under control. The Stegiodon, though, is making a mess of our Temple Guard. And a few of our Ushabti are looking a little bit worse for wear. Over on the left of the city, we've engaged this Temple Guard with a couple of units of Nehekaran warriors. And this unit of Ushabti is preparing to attack with some support from some skeleton spearmen now pouring through this breach. Once we've engaged them there, we're going to move in the Ushabti to assist. Hopefully the skeletons will... Nope, they're going the wrong direction. Okay, well that's fine. That's probably okay. They'll be okay. We are slowly tightening the noose. Stalkers now moving in to assist with the Stegiodon. Temple Guard are being penned in. The Assyrians Legion has managed to get free of the Croxagore, and they're now in a good position to start chomping down on the Saurus. Ibeamoose has caught Croxagore, and they're now fighting. Stegiodon is continuing to wreck our line, although it hasn't actually done a huge amount of damage. Not many kills. We're going to concentrate with the Stalkers on it and do our best to finish it off. Just Temple Guard being thrown all over the place. Huge piles of Temple Guard corpses. Their flank, finally, our skeletons have moved in to assist. These Temple Guard are going down quite nicely, and we've managed to get some more units through the gate, and they should move in to assist those once they once I remember to actually move them. Unit of skeletons has managed to get engaged some croc skulls up on the further into the city. That's not probably going to go very well for them. We do have some croc skulls fleeing out of the city in that direction. Ibeamoose has taken quite a lot of damage, but 89 kills. And it looks like Kropgar wants a fight. Pterodons now coming in as well. I think they're just basically throwing everything they can at us to try and slow us down. Obviously that's not going to avail them much. However, that Stegodon is still fighting, although it has taken huge amounts of punishment. And now focus on the Stegodon, try and take it down. You can see its leadership is dropping as army losses increase. We've almost broken the entire army. Kropgar is routing down to minus 108 leadership, which is pretty low. And with that, as you can see, the rest of the army breaks. The Stegodon is going to flee. There comes the Sara Scar veteran. Kropgar fleeing. There's the Stegodon. I'm not going to let that thing escape because it was a massive pain in the arse. So as it tries to flee outside of the city, the Ushabti with Great Bow and my archers decide to finish it off. God, bloody Lizardmen. They just don't die. Well, they do die, but just very slowly. We've got a Talisman of Endurance. That's really nice, actually. That'll come in useful. And some XP. Good. We lost a unit of skeletons, but that's easily replaceable. And let's occupy. Now we've got their capital, and that ward save is going to be very, very helpful. And Ibeamoose is a sapper. That's fine. It's good. Indeed he is, and Jeff. Don't forget Jeff. Let's so Lemizash, you currently have revered stonemasonry. I think maybe you want to get Sunscorched Bone. I think that's a good option. And Foktem, you can get Spirit Leech, upgrade that. And then Ibeamoose. Does Ibeamoose... Yeah, no, he doesn't, does he? He does not have a Lich Priest. I do kind of feel like a Lich Priest is required in every army. Probably going to have to switch it up. Okay, but we do have a Royal Burial Chamber here, which is actually quite nice. Public Order... I mean, it's not going to help the Public Order in... adjacent provinces, there's not going to be many to the Kingdom of Beasts. Just 2. But the Canopic Jars is nice, and this is a province that isn't really going to come under any kind of attack, so it's probably worth keeping that. What else do we have? We don't need walls. We've got the Royal Menagerie coming up. I mean, maybe could just go for open graves. I mean, more Tomb Guard is always good. Or we could wait for it to upgrade and then go for something. I mean, we can always change our mind later, can't we? So maybe for the moment I'll just go with... I mean, Ushabti are great, so we'll do that. And then we'll just go for the open graves. That leaves 2 slots open for the slightly more advanced units, which would be useful to have. Ibeamoose did... I mean, did you see him in that last battle? He was having a lovely time. What a... That's just... just amazing. It was great. So, with that in mind, what is your army like? I mean, you do have some very, very advanced skeleton archers, so do we want to go for Blessing of Asaph? So more missile damage, ammunition and missile resistance. I'm going to say yes, we're going to do that. Because that's just going to buff those guys up. They've got, I was going to say 43 ammunition, but no, they've got 28 missile damage, which actually not too bad at all. And 43 ammunition, so they very rarely run out during a battle. And Gordon Ramsay has ranked up. And I think what we're going to do... Oh, he can't get damage walls. So what we are going to do then instead is just hoard canopic jars. Because more canopic jars is just good. In fact, Lamizash might be able to reach Serpent Coast before Peter Andre. In that case...
What?
Yeah, I think Lamizash is going to get... So in that case, we can start moving back. So our job here is done. Let's head back. Hector, I wanted to get you into Lamizash's army, didn't I? And I wanted to look at potentially assassinating this guy. Did it work? No, it didn't work, did it? Oh, you did it last turn. That's why you can't. Okay, that's... Okay. Hatip, you have a skill point. And you are going to... Elixir of Immortality. When normally killed in action, this hero will be wounded instead. I think we're going to go for that. Just to keep him safe. Just to be on the safe side. Just in case something bad happens. And then here we have our 2 siege towers. So we're going to do this battle and take Vulture Mountain. Just to freshen things up, we're going to be doing another siege battle. It does kind of feel that once you've got the enemy on the defensive, it is pretty much just a case of fighting them in siege battles until you win. So it's a bit of a pain, but never mind. It's still fun. So we've got siege towers. They do have a lot of missile units here, so we're not going to move our army into position before we're ready. Ooh, that must have stung. Of course, we're going to try and deal with these Thunderers. That's not too bad. Could have been better. Screaming Skull Catapult opening fire. Someone said that they didn't think it did a lot of damage. I think it does okay. Maybe it doesn't do as much as maybe the mortars. I don't know. It's difficult to tell. I mean, it definitely gets kills. I'd have to test it against other artillery to see whether it was as good. So our Tomb Guard have reached the wall. Their job is to keep the missile units ready. As you can see, as soon as they came in, we're moving the army up. They won't be able to open fire on us, or at least any fire they do aim at us will be severely reduced than if we moved our army right into position right away. So we're going to tie them up as much as possible. Khalida is going to be leading the charge straight for the gate, because she's a badass. We actually haven't had a battle with Khalida in for a while, have we? It's been a little while. So in come the Stalkers, the Ushabti, and of course the Cobra Riders. Got Ushabti with great bow, the Chosen of the Gods. They're taking a bit of damage from that tower over there. The Flock of Jeff is overhead. We've seen a nice big blob over here. Hatip has cast a Purple Sun, which has done quite well. Going to get some Jeff poop all over these dwarves, and that is explosive. Lots of dead dwarves there. Hatip has done a good work, and we look like we're definitely in control of the wall already. Now we've only got some missile units up there who are not going to win that engagement, and that gate is coming down horrendously quickly. That's not going to last very long. Not sure those dwarves are going to be able to survive for very long against all of our monstrous units, and Khalida herself, of course. Up on the wall we've cast Soul Blights. That's going to reduce their weapon damage and armour. It's going to make life a lot easier for us. And these guys up here already taking huge amounts of damage and dishing out 0 in return. Khalida's going to use her staff. And that is going... That was quite brutal. And then, of course, Poison Nova. And she's going to rack up 55 kills with that. She's a very powerful melee lord. I wonder how Cetra does, because he's supposed to be stronger. Arkan does pretty well, but he's sort of more black, using his black magic. So the flock of Jeff are picking at some Thunderers, trying to keep them from opening fire on our unprotected rear. There's a Thane over here, he's being soul blighted. Oh, don't worry, there's not going to be any mercy on the walls. We've definitely got control there. The Thunderers fleeing off into distance. A unit of Longbeards is moving in to try and reinforce. Not a little bit, you know, too little too late, I think, guys. And I'm not making a short joke either. It's just literally, yeah, you turned up a bit late and everyone's already dead. So there's no one to really reinforce. Apart from the Dwarves fleeing the massacre over here. There are still a couple of units still fighting. There's some Thunderers over here. We still do have a Grudge Thrower, which hasn't actually done any... I'm not quite sure. Usually Grudge Throwers do quite a lot of damage, but this one, nothing. It does finally spot a target, but still it doesn't... That's odd. I mean, it is getting kills, but it looks like it's only just started firing, really. No matter, it makes life easier for me. As you can see, the dwarves are being hacked to pieces already. They do have a Rune Lord over here who is Khalida is paying special attention to. Some units trying to come back into the fight. Our chariots are now moving up. They're going to go and charge this unit of Thunderers over in the distance there. Some units have managed to return to the battle, but they're not really going to be able to do much. We'd be able to catch them quite easily if we actually wanted to. Hatip is just chilling at the gate here as chariots charge past him. And into him, apparently. Hatip, you're in the way. You're really in the... Never mind. He's fine. And there we go. The rest of the army has shattered and broken. Even the units off in the distance there. The Grudge Thrower and a unit of Thunderers. Vulture Mountain as ours. Nice straightforward victory there. That wasn't actually too bad. Only lost 87. Mind you, despite being Tomb Kings, we've got a lot of Tomb Guard here, so our army is pretty beefy, to be fair. Okay, good. Well, or we can occupy, which we're going to do. So we've got the Vulture Mountain now under our control, and I do want now. What? Do I want defences here? I mean, I kind of do. But on the other hand, I do... Well, maybe we need a public order building here for the moment. Then we can switch it around and do something else once we have dealt with Cetra. Because we're going to finish off the Lizardmen down here. Just one settlement left. We'll do that next turn. And then we need to start moving our armies back. Might take a few turns in our home province over here, Devil's Backbone, to do some recruitments, to switch up our armies a little bit. We might actually see if we can upgrade some buildings in the meantime to make our army a little bit more beefier. And then King Rakash's army here is going to be pretty tricked out as well. And then we're going to prepare our Blitzkrieg on Cetra. We're going to see if we can wipe him out fairly quickly. See if we can deal with some of these armies. No, I don't want to speak... No, go on, shoot. Shoot, go on. In fact...
An alliance. Although you will address me as sire.
Will I, though? Like, I'm not 100% sure I will, Cetra. That's all I'm going to say.
My will be done.
So, if we can potentially wipe out his 3 armies fairly quickly, then finishing him off should be, touch wood, fairly straightforward. But it does depend on if we. I mean, if he sneaks, if one of these armies sneak through, that could lead to some problems. So we are going to have to be a little bit careful. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.